So you just load it into Palmon Survival, and all of a sudden your camp is full of snow. Your Palmons are freezing, you and your guildmates have been teleported to the edges of the map, and you can't rally anything. S1 Dawn of the Ice Age can be a pretty confusing experience if you're not sufficiently prepared. So in today's video, sponsored by the creators of Palmon Survival, we're going to be talking about Season 1, explaining the new mechanics such as the Season 1 exclusive buildings and resources, what you should be doing during the first day, and finally, all the other events that comes with the new season. In S1 Dawn of the Ice Age, ice and snow take over the map, creating a whole new game scenario for you to play, where you need to manage new resources and build new buildings to try and survive through the cold. At server resets, a loading screen pops up that lasts around 10 minutes. After the loading screen, you can see that the map has reset, and your camp has been teleported to the outskirts of the map. You'll also see that your camp has a sad Palmon face on it, indicating that your camp is starting to get cold. No need to worry though, as in the outskirts of the map, the repercussions of being cold aren't too bad. The first thing you need to do is to attack a level 1 Bullymon. Defeating the level 1 Bullymon for the first time will reward you with coal. Coal is one of the new resources that comes with Season 1, and is really important to keep your camp warm. Once you get coal, you can then unlock the new parts of your camp, like it's a tutorial. You'll find the new unlockable tiles to the south of your camp underneath the Palmon beds. From there, clear all of the Bullymon and unlock the tiles. The first tile you unlock will have a brick kiln. The brick kiln building is super important, which we will be covering later. Focus on unlocking the left tiles first, as that is where the generator will be. When you run out of coal to unlock tiles, go back to the map and defeat the next level of Bullymon. Make sure when you attack a Bullymon, it's a new level and not a level that you have defeated before, because every time you defeat a Bullymon level for the first time, you receive coal as a reward. Once you clear the left side of the island created by the new tiles, you will unlock the generator building. Let's talk about the new gameplay loop in Season 1 and how to continue progressing your camp. The main early game challenge in Season 1 is to keep your camp warm. If you don't keep your camp warm, the Palmons in your camp will start to become unhappy, lowering their productivity. If your camp's temperature gets too low for too long, your camp will freeze and will not be productive at all. You also won't be able to dispatch squads, which is really bad. To prevent this, you'll have to make sure that your generator is as high level as possible. The generator is the heart and soul of your Season 1. Think of your generator as a Season 1 version of your camp building. Your progress depends on the level of your generator. As previously mentioned, the generator can keep your camp warm, but also has a second functionality, as it gives your squad cold resistance, allowing for them to rally bully bosses and attack higher level Bullymon. The higher level your generator, the more warmth it will provide to your camp, and the more cold resistance your squads will have to continue attacking higher level Bullymon and bully bosses. To upgrade the generator, you'll need bricks, which are produced at the brick kiln. The brick kiln is the second essential building in Season 1, because it produces bricks, the material needed to upgrade the generator. The brick kilns are located at the same bottom island that you unlocked. A super brick kiln, which produces even more bricks, can be unlocked on the right side of the map, where you would need to spend money to buy the Season 1 Battle Pass, Starlight Pact, to unlock it. If you're a spender, I would highly suggest purchasing the Starlight Pact so that you can progress through the Battle Pass and also produce more bricks with a super brick kiln. To upgrade brick kilns, you will need coal, which you can get from defeating Bullymon and bully boss levels for the first time, completing Arctic Expedition quests, or from guild coal mines, which you'll be taking throughout the season. A super useful tip for brick kilns is to rush level 15 as fast as possible. This is because you start with 1 brick kiln, but you can unlock 4 overall. To unlock the next brick kilns, you'll need to level up the last one you unlocked to level 15. Unlocking all the brick kilns is super important because it'll literally quadruple your brick output, allowing you to upgrade the generator as fast as possible. To recap, the generator is the most important building in Season 1 because it keeps your camp warm and allows you to attack higher level Bullymon. You need bricks to upgrade it, and it also needs a steady supply of coal to keep it running. The brick kilns is the main source of bricks and needs coal to be upgraded. Bricks are needed to upgrade the generator, and you can get bricks from the brick kiln and defeating bully boss levels for the first time. Coal are needed to upgrade brick kilns and keep the generator running, and you can get coal by defeating Bullymon and bully boss levels for the first time, the Season 1 Battle Pass called Arctic Expedition, and finally, claiming it from guild coal mines. It's a lot to unpack, but once you get into Season 1, you'll get the hang of it eventually. When you get into the map and have everything situated, your guild will start attacking structures. It is super important that you participate in all structure captures so that you can get the extra rewards, including bricks and coal. To participate, make sure you have your generator and brick kiln as high as a level as you can, and then after you'll be able to attack and help capture the structure, or garrison it after it has been captured. Note that when you garrison, you only need to be in the structure for a bit, and as soon as you get into the structure, you can pull out your garrisoning squad so that there will be space for other guildmates to do the same. This will count as you helping take the structure and give you the first capture participation rewards. It takes 30 minutes for a structure to build, so in the meantime, continue attacking bully mons, rallying bully bosses, and leveling up your generator and brick kilns. Let's talk about the Season 1 map. There are two different viewing modes, Conquest and Temperature. Conquest will show what guilds own each area, while Temperature will show how cold each area is. Yellow means that the area is warmer, versus blue, which means the area is colder. The closer you get to the middle of the map, the colder it gets. Areas with constructed shrines are more warmer than areas with a coal mine, so most guilds will decide to settle down in an area with a shrine. It is important to stay around your guild because you can help each other by spending coal to warm each other up, you can rally bully bosses together, and most importantly, your guild can build a guild generator which will warm a specific area around it. Being settled in an area with a shrine that is covered by a generator will make it warm enough where you could turn off your generator without any repercussions, so it is important to try to stay around your guild generator as much as possible. Talking about the generator, it has 3 different states: off, on, and overdrive. Each state uses a different amount of coal and provides a different level of warmth. Off does not provide any heat, but it does not use any coal. On provides a decent amount of heat, which in most cases will be sufficient for your camp, but uses a decent amount of coal. Overdrive will give a lot of heat, but will burn coal at a fast rate. I'd personally try to keep my generator off unless my camp is below -20°C, so I could use as much coal as possible to upgrade my brick kilns as fast as possible, so that then I could upgrade my generator as fast as possible. I keep my generator on during blizzards, which is a 4-hour event that makes your camp colder for that time. And I only put my generator on overdrive when I'm raiding a different server for guild versus guild. This is because every single time you dispatch a squad, it lowers your camp temperature by -3°C. So keeping your camp super warm with overdrive will allow you to hit camps without much repercussions. Finally, there's one other building you can unlock from Season 1. Above the hatchery, in the top left of your camp, you could spend bricks to unlock new tiles. Once you unlock all the tiles, it'll unlock the Aurora Altar. The Aurora Altar is used for Aurora summons, which we'll talk about later. Now that we have all the basic concepts out of the way, and your Palmon are no longer freezing, let's talk about all the other events during the first week of Season 1, Dawn of the Ice Age. Let's start with the Season 1 tab. Here you can keep track of how Season 1 is progressing. If you click the trophy, it'll show all the current events as well as future events, so you can figure out what's coming up soon. Similar to the Seer Spire in your camp, brackets, rules, and rewards are where you can see more details about Season 1. Rankings is where you can see how many embers each guild and server has. Embers are important because they dictate the rewards you and your guild gets in Season 1. You get embers by holding structures and by winning events, which we'll get to later. Class is where you can pick a class and choose different skills. There are 2 classes to choose from, Builder and Fighter. The Builder class's skills focus on saving, speed-ups, and resources for building and research, allowing you to build up your strength. The Fighter class has skills that allow you to train and heal amigos faster, and gives you buffs for fighting enemies. The no-brainer pick between the 2 is to pick Builder, because even as a spender you can always use more speed-ups and resources for building and research. I've personally used this class to push camp level 30 so that my Palmon can be as leveled as possible as we get into the fights later on into the season. Another reason why it's a no-brainer to pick Builder first is that you could always change your class later using a class reset scroll when the fighting happens later on into the season. So always start Builder in Season 1. As for what skills to take in the Builder class, I'm over-indexing an XP early on so that I could get as much class XP as possible. From there, I took all the skills for building because I'm working on camp level 30, and after that, Armigo had 30 so that I can unlock level 8 Armigos. Once I'm done with the big building upgrades, I'm planning on resetting my class skills, switching the building skills over to the research ones, to start grinding through the Super Amigo tech tree. I've just been in Season 1 for over a week, but I will make a full class guide once I get deeper into the season. Note that some of the class skills are active skills, and you'll need to go to the class page, go up to the top right corner, and hit class skills to use them. And for skills that affect you and a guildmate, go to the guildmate that you want to give the buff, press the book with a sword, and then from there, you could select the skill. The final tab is Achievements, where you can get rewards for upgrading your personal generator, as well as when your guild upgrades its generator. Toasty Together is the event that tracks when the next blizzard will be. There are missions you can do for coal and class XP. There will also be rewards if you survive the blizzard without getting frozen, which is easily achievable by using the setting to automatically turn on your generator when the blizzard is active. Aurora Growth is a recharge event where you get extra rewards for spending money throughout the season. Arctic Expedition is a Season 1 battle pass, where you can complete daily quests and milestones to get points, which then unlocks rewards. It is important if you're spending to buy the Starlight Pact as fast as possible so you can get double points from daily quests and milestones. You want to complete daily quests and milestones as fast as possible so that you can use the coal given in the Arctic expeditions to upgrade your brick kilns, allowing you to have a higher level generator. Seasonal Weekly Pass is another bundle that you can buy to get bonus coal, more brick output, more cold resistance, and Aurora Orbs to get Glacewing. Though it's not completely necessary, it does help level up your generator, especially early on into the season, with its daily supply of coal and extra brick output. Aurora Summons is where you can use Aurora Orbs to summon a mythical Palmon of your choice. The first one available being Glacewing. Glacewing is one of the best Palmon in the game, so it is super worth it if you can unlock them. However, each orb only has a 0.13% chance to unlock the mythical Palmon. There's a pity system when you pull 1,200 hearts where you get the mythical Palmon automatically. I have spent $15 trying to pull a Glacewing, but I'm already at 885 hearts, so as long as you buy the battle pass, you should have more than enough Aurora Orbs to unlock one mythical Palmon. Once you unlock the Glacewing, you could then pull Aurora Essence, which is the special evolution essence specifically for evolving mythical Palmon. I will say though, if you do not have a Glacewing in your lineup, you're going to get cooked in most events. So try to get that Glacewing as fast as possible by completing the daily Aurora growth quests. Sanctum Siege is where you can see a timer of when the next level of Sanctums will open, as well as where you can see the rewards you get for first occupation. And Sanctum Supplies is where you can see how many chests you've opened each day around the Sanctums. Snowman Builder is an event that opens a couple days after you get into Season 1. In Snowman Builder, there are daily quests that you can complete to unlock material to build a snowman. You'll need one of each material to build a snowman. For those that you can't get from the daily quests, you can trade with your guildmates. When you build a snowman, it'll be a random quality and have random rewards, shown here. There are also rewards when you build 3, 5, 10, and 15 snowmen within a week. If you build all 15 snowmen, you get 500 large temperates, 2 pal catchers, 10 Opius pearls, 15 UR Omni tokens, and a bunch of electricity, resources, and XP. A tip that I learned from I'm Gengar's video, YouTube channel linked in the description below, is that you can build the 15 required snowmen to get the weekly rewards, then save the rest of the snowman material for the next week, where it can help you build the required 15 snowmen then. The final 2 events are PvP events, Ember Wars, and Server Showdown, where you can get extra embers. These events happen a couple weeks into your Season 1, and I'll be making a guide covering them once we're able to play those events in Server 57. And that's all we got for the S1 Dawn of the Ice Age Day 1 guide. If this video was helpful in any way, be sure to like the video, share it out to your guildmates, and subscribe for more Palmon content. Just an update, we have reached our 100 subscriber goal, and I just want to thank all of you for the support this past month when we got this channel started. As promised, the Ploto Palmon Discord server is now live. We're looking to make a community in Palmon Survival where players from every server could have a fun, safe spot to talk about Palmon. It'll also be the best way to get a hold of me, and we'll be doing some events and giveaways in the future. So be sure to join the Discord server linked in the description below. If you guys have any more tips about Season 1 or have any video suggestions, let me know in the comments below. We'll also have follow-up videos on the Season 1 Palmon, a complete Season 1 class guide, and finally, guides on the Season 1 PvP events coming soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!